Hello and welcome from Infintor. In today's video, we will discuss the subcontracting process in manufacturing module of Odoo 19. Subcontracting is a process where a company outsources manufacturing to an external vendor. Instead of producing the item internally, the subcontractor manufactures the product on behalf of the company. First, let's look at the basic subcontracting process. To enable subcontracting, go to the manufacturing app, configuration and settings. As you can see here, I have already enabled subcontracting. Once you do, don't forget to click Save. Now we have to create a subcontractor as a vendor in the system. To do that, let's go to the Contacts tab and click on New. Let's create a Jade subcontractor and set his city as Kochi. Okay, now we can click on Save. Our next step is to assign this subcontractor to a product. And for that, let's go to the Inventory app. Open any product. We are going to use the resin table. As you can see here, the quantity on hand is 0, meaning we don't have any of this product in our inventory. Go to the Purchase tab and select the subcontractor as the vendor. Also in the Inventory tab, set route as Buy and Replenish on Order. Only if you enable both of these will a purchase order be automatically created whenever a customer makes a order for this particular product. And let's click on Save. Next step is to go to the Bill of Materials. Here, as you can see, there is no bill of material assigned to this product. So let's create a new one. Here, you have to set the BOM type as subcontracting and select the subcontractor. Remember that for basic subcontracting, we do not add components, meaning the subcontractor will source the materials independently. To start the subcontracting process, let's create a sales order. Click on New and set a customer. Let's add our Starry Night table. And let's click on Confirm. As you can see here, the red color indicates that the product is not currently in our stock. So you can see here that a purchase order is automatically created. Let's click on it. And you can see that this purchase order is created automatically from the contractor to our stock. So let's click on Confirm Order and then Receive. So you can see here that 5 quantities of this product has now been received into our main inventory. Let's click on Validate and then go back to our sales order via the breadcrumbs. Now click on the delivery. You can see that 5 quantities are now available. So let's click on Validate. And the product has been successfully delivered to the customers. Now let's look at another subcontracting scenario. Here, the company provides the raw materials to the subcontractor and they manufacture the product and bring it back to our inventory. This is known as resupply subcontractor method. To do that, we have to go to the Inventory app, select your warehouse, demo model, and here you have to ensure that the resupply subcontractors option is enabled. Once you do this, you can go to products. Here is the sofa set. Here in the purchase tab, we have to set the vendor as the subcontractor. And in the inventory tab, the route must be set as buy because we are again buying this product from the subcontractor and not manufacturing it ourselves. Now in the bill of materials, as you can see, I've already created a bill of materials here. It is important to note that the BOM type is set as subcontracting. And the subcontractor I have selected is Jake subcontractor. You can select as many subcontractors as you want. And here are the components. Unlike the previous method, here you need to add components because we are supplying the raw materials to the subcontractor so they can manufacture this product. Another important thing to note here is that let's go to the internal link of this product. In the foam padding, you have to set a vendor here, and in the inventory, the route must be set as resupply subcontractor. And then click on save and ensure that in all of the components, the route is set as resupply subcontractor. After that, you can click on save. And to see all of this in action, let's go and create a purchase order. It is also important to note that in subcontracting, you need not or you must not set a work order here. Okay, now let's go to the purchase app and create a new purchase order. The vendor must be set as the subcontractor that we have created. In this case, it is Jake. And the product is sofa set. Let's buy 5 quantities. Now let's click on confirm order. As soon as I click confirm, you can see that a resupply and a receipt option is available here. Let's click on resupply. Here you can see that from our stock, this amount of raw materials is now going to the subcontracting location. That is, we are supplying the raw materials to the subcontractor. So let's click on validate. Now it is successfully delivered to the subcontractor. Now let's go back to the purchase order using the breadcrumbs. Now here, let's click on receive. Now you can see that we demanded 5 and we have successfully gotten 5 quantities. Now click on validate. Now let's go back to the purchase order and in the receipt, you can see that 5 quantities of the sofa is now delivered to our stock from the subcontractor. So this is how resupply from subcontractor works. That's it for this video. Here we explored subcontracting process in Odoo 19, including both basic subcontracting and the resupply subcontracting method. These methods help businesses efficiently manage outsourced manufacturing while maintaining control over their materials and inventory. There's also another subcontracting method known as dropship subcontracting, but that's for another video. Thank you for watching.